Like when they talk about Jews, people, you gotta realize the first Jews were black.
Jews.
Yes.
Not
Israelites.
Jews.
Israelites.
The Jews.
Yeah.
The Jews. The Jews were black.
Right.
So, you know, so many people go to jail and they come back, you know, they come back blood, or they come back Crip, or they come back Muslim, or they come back Christian. No one comes back Jewish.
You know, the Israelites, the proper name for Jews are Israelites.
And Israelites, for people who don't know,
I'm not talking about those guys on 42nd Street.
That's what I was about to say.
No. Listen.
That's not the Israelites.
Listen, if you're
guys on 42nd Street with the black.
If you're a Christian or a Muslim,
You're
the Quran or the King James version
of the Bible,
and you read the Old Testament, they both have the Old Testament, and you read, you know, it will tell you about the Israelites.
Right.
And you know, the 5 books of Moses is in both those scriptures. And you know, in the 5 books of Moses, which is my name,
You change your name to Moses.
Levi. Well, my name is Moses Barrow.
Right.
The 5 books of Moses documents the happenings of the Israelites.
It's not in the Torah, though, as well?
That's the Torah. The Torah is in the Quran.
It's in, okay. So that's the
and
first.
in the Christian books.
Got it.
So the point I'm trying to make is nowhere in the Torah, the Quran, or the Christian books do they mention the word Jew. It's Israelite. You know, Jew is just a misnomer. It's just a, you know, just a pseudo name, you know, just a, and if you look at the journey of the Israelites, they were Africans. Egypt is in Africa.
Right. North Africa, right.
It's Africa.
Right.
So the people in Africa got broad noses, big lips. And, you know, much darker than I am. You know, you had pharaohs that were the color of your shirt. So the point I'm making is, you know, the Israelites, most of their story was in Africa. So it's not like, it shouldn't be a coincidence, or it shouldn't be shocking that, you know, an African American, African Caribbean is drawn to Judaism.
Right.
Because that's an African science.
Wow.
Israel is in Africa. If you look at Africa, Israel is right there, attached to Sinai, which is in Africa. They're like connected. They call it the Middle East. I'm not gonna get into that politics, but if you look at the map.
This whole notion of anti-Semitism. The one thing that is incorrect statement, is the whole idea of a Semite. Semites were people who lived in southwestern Asia, including northeast Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, who spoke Ugaritic, who spoke Ge'ez, who spoke Ethiopic, spoke Hebrew, who spoke Arabic. Those are our people. We are a Semitic people, therefore we cannot be anti-Semitic. Ashkenazic Jews are calling us anti-Semitic. We cannot be anti-Semitic because we are the descendants of a Semitic people. Let's lay that to rest. That was a weapon in the hands of the Jews since 1870. They used it against other people, but it doesn't work against people in Northeast Africa. Thank you.
I see what you're saying. It's not far-fetched. It's
not even far-fetched. It's literally attached.
Right.
Wow. And the entire thing was going from Egypt to Israel.
Well, what I meant far-fetched is that it's the same people.
It's still a part of Africa.
Right.
So Africa got Ethiopians. Africa got, you know, the Igbos in Nigeria.
them, you're not even American. You're not even African American.
You know, shout out to my little brother, Davido. So it's not, you know, to me, people associate being Jewish with being European.
Right.
Which is, you know, just a myth. It's not real. You know, if you look at Moses, Moses was married to an Ethiopian. It says this.
Right, and it's post-World War II Israel.
It says this in the Bible. But I'm not talking about Israel. I'm just talking about, you know, so being a Jew is not synonymous with being an Israeli.
Right.
You know, this is something that is like our calendar is like 5,800 years old.
Wow.
So the point I'm making is being a Jew, being an Israelite is not a racial thing. You have Jews from Morocco, you know, you have Jews, Morocco, you have Jews from Iran, you have Jews from Yemen, you have Jews from Iran, you have Jews from Syria, you have Jews from Lebanon,
From the places
you have
that
Jews from Russia.
but you're naming mostly places besides Russia.
You
that's
have
mostly
Jews.
known for
No, you have
Muslim.
Jews from Czechoslovakia.
all
You
over
have
the
Jews
world, right.
from all over Europe.
Wow.
But those Jews that are in Europe came from Africa, came from Israel. They were persecuted in Jerusalem and in Israel, and they fled to Europe.
Right.
So the point I'm making is I don't like to racialize being a Jew.
Right, right.
Being a Jew is aracial. Being a Jew is a belief.
Right.
And that is, you know, to believe in one God,
Right.
monotheism.
Right.
And I believe that there's one intelligent designer that created the universe. And, you know, having a connection with that intelligent designer is the holy grail, kind of like with me and Diddy.
Right.
When I realized that connecting with him would lead me to success. And that's why I chose the name Moses. Because Moses was not born a Jew. He wasn't circumcised. He didn't have a Brit Milah, right? He didn't keep Shabbat. He didn't wrap the tefillin. He didn't do any of those things. He was raised as an Egyptian.
And Moses is not the same person as Muhammad, right?
No.
Okay.
But Moses is like the guy in Judaism. It's him and King David.
Right.
But Moses is the guy. He's the guy that got the Torah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Moses was raised as an Egyptian, as a North African, in Pharaoh's house. But Moses
And this is
became.
in the Torah, or this is?
It's all
It's
in
in all
the
the
Torah.
books.
Everything
Okay,
that
but
I'm
it's in all
telling
the
you is
books.
facts.
Okay.
He ain't come yet?
Okay.
Typical Stephen Vick.
Yeah, you get that money.
Yeah. But listen, but Moses was raised as an Egyptian, right? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. The foundation of being a Jew and an Israelite is not a racial thing.
Wow.
It's an ideological thing.
Right.
It's a philosophical thing, right? Let me tell you what that
Yes.
ideological and that philosophical thing
Please.
is. Moses grew up with Pharaoh. Moses was going to be Pharaoh. And who is Pharaoh? Pharaoh is the guy that works people to death, the guy that has no morals, no characteristics. Can we give a round of applause to Steve?
That's right.
We gotta drink to that.
He just look like money.
We gotta drink to that. But listen,
Look like it,
you know how you know you rich?
Yeah.
When you wear the same hat every day.
That's right.
That's the money right
That's
there.
That's right.
That's that. What's the guy's name? I mean, Warren Buffett is poor now. That's that Elon
Zuckerberg
Musk.
does that shit.
No, that's
We were the
Elon
same
Musk.
shit.
That's
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk right there. That's Elon Musk. So
Yeah, let's cheers to that. Goddamn. Salute.
Yeah. So long story short, Moses grew up as an Egyptian, and Moses one day says, "You know what? Killing people, working people to death, you know, so that I could be rich and I could have these pyramids and I could have all this wealth, that's garbage. That's basuda,
Basuda. Yeah.
right?
Basuda. Yes.
Basuda, right?
Like the weed my friend used to smoke.
Right? And that's the foundation of being an Israelite. Principles, integrity, right? Character. He said, you know what? I don't want to be rich if being rich means that we're going to work these people to death. These people going to be slaves. Man, that's garbage. And he went into the desert with nothing. Moses. In order to follow his principles and his ideals. And that's what I did. I said, listen, you know, yeah, the Rollie's nice, the Bentley's nice, Ferrari I was driving around with. I had all of that while on trial. But none of that was worth me being a Tekashi 6ix9ine and saying, you know, Diddy did it.
Right.
So my entire life is based on integrity and character. And so like in the House of Representatives in Belize, I'm there to advocate on behalf of people. And that's what Moses did. God, according to the 5 books, was going to destroy the Israelites because they were this, they were that, they did this, they did that. And Moses said, you know what? Kill me, but let the Israelites live. And that's a true leader. That's a true leader. A true leader is going to sacrifice everything for his team. You guys are leaders of your team, and I know you guys make sure that everybody's straight before you straight. Everybody goes to bed, everybody get their check before you get your check. And so yeah, so that's my connection to being a so-called Jew. I'm not religious because my religion is humanity. My religion is being honest. My religion is being generous. My religion is being tolerant. You know, yeah. So I'm about humanity. I'm not about any religion in particular. I still practice the sciences of, you know, being a Jew, being an Israelite. But yeah.